almost feel like I'm missing a couple things. Show you the pretty sunrise, although you can't really, there it goes, there's the color. It's weird how it takes a minute, like you move, like watch this, it turns white. Now, there it goes, it turns white, but then it settles in and you get that pretty sunrise. Decided I felt like putting on my watch. Oh. It's a little naked without it. I didn't want to be naked. That would be lewd. Am I gonna sit in my usual spot? A little disoriented. Had a couple scary dreams during the night that were just so vivid. I know, other people's dreams aren't interesting to other people. But I'll tell you what, even if it's good stuff you're sleeping to, I woke up during the night and popped on some, I don't know if it was like passages from the Bible, there we go. Wait a minute, hold on. Passages from the Bible or what have you. But I found myself at a party in my dreams, and it became like a cult where everyone at the party was just reciting passages from the Bible. And I was trying to change the subject to, I don't know, if the Cubs were going to win today or whatever subject. I was trying to change it from something other than Bible passages. And no matter what I said, they'd keep talking, giving me Bible passages. And eventually I go, this is crazy. I gotta get out of this. They only speak on Bible passages. And as I was escaping the party, I woke and realized the voices that they were saying, the talking that was being done, was the voices I was hearing in my earbuds. And they were Bible passages being read to me. It was haunting, actually. It was kind of scary. I had a couple scary dreams last night. I know you guys aren't going to feel sorry for me, but I had a couple scary dreams. Made me want to reach out to a friend. I stayed at a friend right after I got separated from my wife. His family was kind enough to let me stay in his basement for a few months, a few years back. And I just had stopped drinking alcohol and smoking marijuana back then. And I remember the dreams I would have were often so vivid and clear, and I hadn't had them in a long time, because I think when you drink alcohol and smoke pot, you don't go into the real deep sleep. You kind of have I don't know if hazy sleep is the right word. Sleep's probably always a little bit hazy. But you don't get into the deep REM sleep. And anyway, so I'd have my first real big deep dreams I'd had in years. So it was kind of scary, it was kind of cool. It felt like I was almost going to the movie theater. Last night I found them a little creepy though. I'm about to pour my coffee, but I'm not sure if I want to sit on the couch or sit at the table. I guess you guys probably don't care either way. I mean, it's kind of dark out. The table's got the lamp, and the lamp's one of my favorite pieces. Let's pour my coffee in to see which direction I flow. I cooked dinner last night, nothing fancy. Spaghetti. I'll tell you, this Rouse spaghetti sauce is a really nice store-bought spaghetti sauce. Add a little ground beef to it. Nothing fancy, but I'm not that fancy, especially when it comes to cooking or eating. I'll tell you, it was pretty tasty, and I got a lot of leftovers, which I'm looking forward to. Ooh, just remembered my coffee's gonna be really strong today. See how it goes. Finished off my Javalia brand Colombian coffee this morning. I don't really know what to do when you have like people don't but beneath me don't complain. Oh, let me cover this up so it stays nice and warm. So it stays nice and warm. Let's see. Let me get the right height. There we go. It's not showing enough of my window. Let's go back a little bit. You're not supposed to go back. You should almost, I mean it, even with life or comments, you should just charge forward. Good morning, 55. But then I'd feel bad. I didn't say good morning to 55. Somebody's excited about the Tennessee Vols playing Georgia. Good morning, Connie. Good morning from Russia. Cheers from China. Somebody would love to hear about my dreams. Well, I gave you a short start. Somebody said I was gay. Let's see. They'd make homemade. Well, that's okay. I wouldn't. Well, yeah, whatever. All right, now we'll just jump to the end. I don't know what's going on. Somebody from India is here. And said good afternoon. So I'm going to counter with good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Saturday morning. It is September 13th. It is 6:32 a.m. Happy Saturday. It's a show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking. It's a show about me sharing some feelings, kind of sharing a little bit about the ups and downs we have in life, kind of sharing the adventure of one man's life. Wasn't really very adventurous yesterday. So today, maybe it's just a guy who's starting his day, drinking a cup of coffee, going live on YouTube, and maybe that's enough. Where am I from? I'm from Appleton, Wisconsin. Appleton, Wisconsin, a town a couple hundred miles north of Chicago, where I spent most of my life, and moved up here in February, and currently live in a one-bedroom apartment in downtown Appleton, and am rebuilding life after 2 painful divorces, and moving forward, and feeling good, and going through stuff, and going live every morning. So that's what's going on here and where I'm from. But anyway, is it cold in America? I don't think so. I think it's going to be mid-70s today. So I would say it's going to be very pleasant. I like it a little cooler. I'm ready for fall. And have enjoyed the last week or so, because we've had real cool weather coming in, and it's just been beautiful. And leaves are starting to change, and I love fall. I love crispness. I love being able to wear sweatshirts and jeans when I go outside. And even though I don't really watch football, I love that college football's on, and my daughter goes to Iowa State and went to a big game last week and sent me pictures of the stadium. And I just remember going to college, and the smells and the sounds and the feelings of college and fall, and yeah, it brings back a lot of good memories. How is the coffee treating me this morning? It hasn't yet. I have not had any coffee, so let's get back to it. For those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. You know it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. My candle is hogging my coffee space. It's a nice candle. Watched a movie with it flickering in front of me last night. Not sure it was a great movie. I think it was called like The Eagle Has Landed. It was from 1977. Had Michael Caine, Donald Sutherland. Who's the actor? He was in Godfather. He's a bald guy. He's been in a whole bunch of movies, but I'm drawing a blank as to his name. Did a real good job playing a German officer and an accent. And I think it'd be hard to do an accent. I mean, I guess they probably have coaches. Can't think of the guy's name. Bald guy, Godfather. Michael Corleone's not real brother, but he considered him a brother. Anybody help me with that? He's been in a whole lot of movies. But anyway, I'm excited to have, it was not Janet Jackson. It wasn't Janet Jackson. Did you know Janet Jackson was in Good Times? Did you guys used to watch Good Times? Robert Duvall. Thank you. It was Robert Duvall. I was surprised he could do such a good German accent. It was worth a watch. It was over 2 hours. I wouldn't call it great, but it was worth a watch. I didn't have anything going on. I had the day off, and it was nice to be home, cooking my dinner, my spaghetti, eating some cherry and chocolate ice cream, and just kind of relaxing, watching a movie, shutting off my thoughts. It's 39 degrees in India, and it's burning hot. That must be Celsius. I think it's, you take Celsius times 9/5, which is kind of hard to do when it comes to 39, and then you add 32. So if it's 39, can we say it's 40? Can we pretend it's 40 just to make the math easier? That would be 365ths, which is about 70, we'll say, plus 32, which makes it 102. And granted, I've been doing some serious rounding, but either way, it's over 100 degrees in India. Yeah. Messi or Ronaldo? Really an age? Messi. I don't remember seeing Ronaldo play. I never watched Messi play. I've never been a soccer or football fan. But I'll still go with Messi. Is he still real good, or are these guys getting old? Are there some new young soccer studs that are the best in the world now? I would wonder. I would think. I mean, Messi's been, his name's been bantered around for 15 years or something. Pele's not a new young soccer star. But is there any new young soccer star? There must be. I mean, Messi doesn't even play in the Premier League anymore. I think he's a part owner or something of like the Florida United States Soccer League. I wonder why guys do that. Pele did it too. I think he played for like the New York Cosmos or whatever the team was in the early to mid 80s as he was, I don't know how old he was at the time. He must have been pretty good. I think it was around 1980. There was a team that, I was from Chicago, there was a team in the soccer league here in the States called the Chicago Sting. And they were the team that, if anybody cared about, that people had watched. But honestly, I don't know how much people cared about it here. Do I like Turkish coffee? I don't know. Let's see. Good morning. How's the coffee? I don't know, because I keep getting distracted. Somebody asked me, Messi or Ronaldo. So I didn't drink my coffee. So I'm in a little grumpy mood. So I'm excited to have my first sip. And my hope is wherever you are, good thing I had a lid on it, it's still hot. And it's gonna be super strong, so I'm kind of intrigued. My hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. It's interesting flavor, and one I haven't drank a whole lot of, the Colombian coffee. Again, I got this bag in a gift package. Had to be could be 3 months ago. I wonder how long coffee stays good. I mean, I think it still tastes good, so it's still good. But I had more than a pot left, and I just kind of dumped the rest of the contents of the bag in the coffee filter. Said, let's see how it goes. So let's see how it goes. Oh, it's nice. That is nice. What is this channel about? What is this channel about? It's just a guy having coffee in the morning, talking. I'm 57. Got a lot of highs and lows, a lot of life experiences. Just kind of a guy talking. And so yeah, that's what it's about. Why not smoke a joint with the coffee? I don't know. I mean, is that really a thing? And I used to smoke every day, most of the day. Yeah, I used to smoke almost every day and pretty much all day. But I don't really remember smoking weed while drinking coffee. Yeah? Did I make a lot of money in my life? You are trying to get rich. I've made some money in my life. I've lost some money in my life. Are you really trying to get rich? Did I play basketball in high school? No. I'm not even very good at basketball. I'm not good at basketball. Yeah. My coffee's running low already. You're trying to make good money. You're an attorney. Well, do you make good money as an attorney? I would say most attorneys do. I assume that's the reason most people get into law. Some try and change the world and become state's attorneys or public defenders or what have you. And I think a lot of them end up getting kind of disillusioned with law and burnt out by the state's attorney's office. I'm not exactly sure why. And they were usually friends of friends that I had. And I'd hear stories about them. Good morning, Julie Flanagan. Oh, let me get a little more. Julie's on. Let's see. Bum 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 ba da 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 dun 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 ba da ba da 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 boop 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 boop. Oh, I was thinking of a song this morning. Do you guys remember the song "Longer Than"? I can't even remember the singer. Hold on here. Maybe I just gotta sit here and reflect on my thoughts for a little bit. Can you have a shout out? It seems so boring. No, you can't have a shout out this morning. Longer than. There's been fishes in the ocean, higher than any bird ever flew. What's the guy's name? I tease my buddy about him because he hates him. And he was popular in the like late 70s, early 80s. Somebody help me. Somebody helping me. Longer than. And he sang a song, a Christmas song, where he met a woman in a grocery store that he went to high school with. And he sang leader of the band, John Fogelberg, or I think it's Dan Fogelberg. Yeah, I think it was Dan Fogelberg. And is that his name? I think it was Fogelberg. Was it Dan? Something like that. I think it was Dan Fogelberg. But either way, I thought he only sang two famous songs that I knew. And I was driving my car home yesterday. And that song came on. And I remember it. And I didn't particularly like it. And I almost held him in lower regard because of that song. And I almost realized why my buddy doesn't like Fogelberg that much. Probably because that's his third hit. That's all I got about that. No great story. Good morning, Opal. How are you? Good morning, Simon. How are you? So anyway, it's Saturday morning. Don't know if I have a whole lot for you today, so I apologize if it's a disappointing show. But I didn't do a whole heck of a lot yesterday. I went to a great yoga class. I joined the local YMCA here in downtown Appleton about 3 or 4 weeks ago now. And the very first workout I had there was a yoga class. And I've been going to the gym and lifting weights every couple days since then. And looked at the schedule yesterday, and there was a yoga class right when I was going to head to the gym, and decided to do it. And it was wonderful. They do 45-minute yoga classes here at the Y where I belong, and I think that's about the perfect time for me. The gym that I used to work at, the classes were always at least an hour, and I found sometimes that was, I don't know, I'll tell you this, 45 minutes was perfect for me yesterday, and kept me focused and into my breathing and into the workout and enjoying the workout for just the perfect amount of time, and really enjoyed it. And I'll tell you what, it felt weird because it's not like you're lifting weights or straining like this when you're lifting weights and you're doing yoga. But you're working yourself out in ways, and you're moving your body, and you're awakening your muscles in ways that you're not used to. And it felt so good. And it felt so good for me. And it felt like you're getting the juices into the joints. And it felt relaxing, and the woman's voice was relaxing, but it also felt like a great workout all rolled into one. And my hope is I continue to lift weights 2 or 3 times a week and add a yoga class to it and see how it goes. Oh, Sarah's going through heartbreak. I'm sorry, Sarah. It hurts. I mean, it hurts a lot. Hello, apartment 420, how are you? Heartbreak hurts a lot, but I used to let my thoughts, I probably still do, obsess over my thoughts. So if I was going through heartbreak, it was all I could feel. And now I'll be going through something and I'll catch myself and go, okay, well, you're anxious right now. You're worried about this. You're wondering about this. Get control of your thoughts, Ken. I'll come out and see the sunrise and I'll say like, thank you, God, for the sunrise. And that'll distract me. I'm like a dog going on a walk. So I'm wondering, and I'm not looking forward to experiencing heartbreak again, but I know how hard it was for me. I've experienced it a lot. I put all my value in myself in a relationship. Way to go, apartment 420. It's funny you say 3 months and 5 days alcohol free, apartment 420. Because I'm very proud of you though. But I edit all these lives and they become shorts, reels, and TikToks. And the videos that I'm editing, I'm about 10, 11 weeks behind. And a few days ago, I edited the very first conversation we had about your drinking and the day you got sober or stopped drinking. And for the first week, you'd check in daily and keep me posted on your drinking or lack of drinking, or your lack of drinking, I guess. And I hadn't heard from you or had you on here, and I was editing these videos a week or two ago, and I was going, I wonder if he's drinking, I wonder how he's doing. And I'm proud of you. 3 months through. Is it hard? Are you struggling? Do you want to drink? For me, the biggest issue is filling the time. Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. I wonder if you're struggling with the time, because it forces you to do different things. Because going to watch a football game doesn't seem as fun, so you end up going to church or going to yoga class or going to the library. Yeah. But anyway, I'm proud of you. I really am. I don't even know who you are. I'm not even sure if you're a guy or a girl, but I'm proud of you either way. Guess it doesn't matter whether you're a guy or a girl. I wonder if you really live in apartment 420. No real struggle. You do kind of want to get drunk. It feels good, but it's not an issue anymore. Well, yeah. I think it's awesome to acknowledge that and just be honest with how you're feeling. And I don't ask that trying to tempt you at all, but I'm just kind of curious about other people's experience. Yeah. Let's see. You are a 40-year-old man. You used to live in an apartment 420. Wait, Sarah, are you still here? Because we were going to talk about your heartbreak. Do you want to talk about your heartbreak, Sarah? Is she still here, do you think? She's been struggling with heartbreak. I'll give her a second to see if she's still here. Yes, she is. Well, first of all, I think it's okay to be struggling with heartbreak and not necessarily feel the need to fight it or think it's evil or bad or anything. Because you probably put a lot into this relationship, as most of us do, and you feel so alone. And my guess, Sarah, I don't know who you are. Waking alone is the hardest. I think a lot of us probably put so much of our value and who we are into our relationships or into our careers or into our, I don't know, let's just say our relationships or our careers. And I think it's a dangerous situation because I know I did. And I used to identify myself as a happily married man of two beautiful girls. And one day I woke up and I was divorced. I mean, obviously it didn't happen overnight, but I was in an apartment by myself and I'm going, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be a happily married father of two beautiful girls. My girls aren't in the apartment and I'm no longer happily married. What the hell is happening? And I think if we maybe learn to not identify who we are by our relationships or by our careers. Again, I was a realtor for 17 years, and I'll say that all the time. And then you switch jobs, you don't know where, what direction's up, and you feel lost. And I know I used to do that. So I think it's important to work on our identities and how we feel about ourselves and who we feel we really are, and maybe learn to love ourselves. And I know it's probably a little late to start that way, but I think it's important that you're acknowledging you're going through heartbreak, maybe being okay with it, and just kind of, I know it sounds cliche, I know it sounds, you hear it all the time and it's easy to say, but focus on you and working on yourself, and getting a little better every day. And if you do that and you start finding joy in who you are and in sunrises and in cups of coffee or interactions you have, in the little things, I think, slowly but surely, when you wake up alone in 6 months, you'll not feel so alone, and you'll feel okay. Let's see. Let's see. Uh-oh. I just hit a button and I almost lost you guys. Uh-oh. I was wondering, as I picked out this sweatshirt this morning, I was wondering how you guys feel about microfiber versus cotton. Do you have any thoughts? I was debating between a cotton sweatshirt and this microfiber one. I mean, there's value to both, but I clearly chose the microfiber. Is this why somebody was asking me if I played basketball in high school? So is it because I'm wearing a basketball shirt? Oh no. Let's get some additional details to really get to the bottom of this. Well, we don't need to dig into Sarah's life so much. I mean, she wants to share, we can. So I went early this morning. When you clean with microfiber clothes, it feels like it sticks to your fingers. Segue from heartbreak to type of clothing is crazy, Ken. Well, I might be a little crazy, and that's the value of my show. That's what makes it interesting. I mean, I could keep talking about heartbreak. But I almost burned my microfiber shirt. Did you see? I was reaching out over this hot candle. The one downside of microfiber is it probably melts very quickly. Let's see. Oh, leave Sarah alone. I was listening to a video this morning as I woke up. Tried to drift that back off to sleep. Sometimes, I must admit, listening to me talk puts me to sleep. So I was trying to edit a video to go back to sleep, and it was from 2.5 months ago or whatever, almost 3 months ago now, and there was some troll on it that I was engaging with. And I think I'm better. Okay, like Julie just timed out Esmeralda, and I think that's good. Just doing it and not discussing it. So I appreciate that, Julie Flanagan. Good morning, Randall Young. How are you? Relationships are a lot like materials. It all comes down to how it makes you feel. Yeah, but when I don't know, I haven't been in a relationship in 2 years at all. I was kind of flirting with a woman the other day that I don't really know, but I met once or twice, and she's good looking. And I was cautious and afraid, honestly, because she was good looking. And I sent a picture to a friend, and I asked, would this woman drive me crazy? She said, well, it depends. She's long distance, so my friend said it would be hard to date her. But I think I was intrigued, and I think I wanted to like hug her and make whatever she was saying to me go away and make her feel better. And that's not a healthy basis for a relationship at all. I always feel that way. And I think probably a lot of women draw men in by talking about their stuff and their narcissistic ex-husbands and their abusive boyfriends and the troubles they have with their kids or whatever. And we men that have this hero complex or the white knight complex want to ride in and save the day and think we're going to be the one that makes this woman's life go better. But we don't have any healthy foundation for a relationship or anything between the two of us. It's just a man trying to come to the rescue of a woman he doesn't know. And I know for me, I've done that a lot. Yeah. Randall hasn't drank for 2 days. Today's day 2. You don't know what to do with your day. I get that, Randall. I get that, Randall. It's wise to recognize. Oops, I was going to put somebody away. 55 says she thinks many women want to save men. Then maybe it has nothing to do with the sex of the person or the gender or whatever you want to say. It might be just a natural human instinct to save other people, to feel empathy or sympathy or whatever for another person. And like Sarah's talking about her heartbreak, and I'm sure all the guys here want to make her feel better. And maybe I do right now, and maybe that's what this show's about. I want to make you guys feel better. Who knows? Let's see. Given to Taylor said you're not going to drink today, you won't even think. I used to be filled with riding and bar foods and beers. Now I just float lost on what to do with my time. It's all just new after 20 years. Well, Randall, it's only your second day. I think you got to wrap your mind around that you're making a big change if you used to drink every day. And suddenly you're not. So get used to that feeling. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm almost 4 years without drinking, and it was a big issue for me for a long time. And you go, I could go golfing with my buddies. I could go watch a Bears game. I could go whatever. But it won't be quite as fun without drinking. But then you find other ways and life gets good. Women think they can fix men. Yeah, I think they do. And men think they can save women. Good morning, Matthew Myers. How are you? $55. Where are you from? Are you from Detroit, 55? You're having thunderstorms this morning. You're with your dogs. It was raining a little bit ago. Pavement's still wet out there. We're getting the sun rising. It's Saturday morning, so the farmer's market's probably getting set up. And I don't see any cars in the parking lot. You gotta really wanna set up your stands every week. Sell your wares. I'm glad people do it. Yeah, I'm real glad people do it. I just can't imagine. I mean, I tried to do it here in Appleton a couple months ago. They rejected me. I don't think I got proper consideration. I remember talking to a woman that worked for like the Appleton Chamber of Commerce or something. And she loved the idea of me doing my show at first. And then I talked about giving away coffee at my stand. And she got very wary and said I'd need a license for that. I go, oh. Can I give some water away? She didn't like that idea either. And it started getting uncomfortable. I emailed and all of a sudden I got rejected. I think she thought I'd like be giving gallons and gallons and gallons of coffee away and maybe stealing business from the coffee places. And I was just talking about bringing, I don't know. Seemed like a good idea to me. I'm curious, as one who never drinks, how does it hurt your daily lives? The effects seem so transient. I'm just wondering why the need to quit is so strong. Well, how often do you drink, Sarah? How often do you drink? The effects weren't transient. If you drink every day, well, you drink one time a year? I mean, I think that's weird. Who drinks one time a year? What, like New Year's Eve? A glass at New Year or something. Wow. Well, I promise you, you are in the vast minority. Randall says he's quitting because he's tired of being that way. I quit because I could feel the negative effects it had on my health, mainly, said apartment 420. Yeah, one time a year is very rare. Most of us, I think, many of us drink every day. Or just about every day. Or we feel like crap, even when we feel like crap because we drank the night before. We still drink because that's almost the best way to get over feeling like crap is to drink again. Yeah, I mean, if you drink one time a year, a glass of wine, you must not like it very much. Most of us found it much too enjoyable. It became a problem. $55 rarely drinks. But one time a year? You got drunk like twice. Well, how old are you? Are you like 13, Sarah? That'd be funny. How old do you have to be on YouTube? You're 41. All right. And you've been drunk twice in your life? Well, good for you. Yeah, no, I was pretty much drunk every day. And I bet you Randall was too, and probably apartment 420 was too. Maybe not drunk, but it becomes part of who you are. It's very easy to go down that slippery slope and just become a daily drinker. Because you get used to feeling good, you're stressed out at work, the only thing that gets you through your job is the thought of drinking at night. And yeah, it just became part of my life, and that's when it's a trouble. Uh, Somebody's got a schedule for their drinking. A bottle Friday. You mean like a bottle of vodka or a bottle of beer? A bottle Saturday, rest Sunday, work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, you can work and drink. Randall was smashed every day. Welded for the union, so it wasn't hard to end up with the guys after rig. Yeah. Well, if you have a fifth of a bottle, I mean, are you not drinking on the weekdays? Because most of us, if you're drinking a fifth on Friday and a fifth on Saturday, I mean, that's pretty heavy drinking. Somebody wants me to say that they've never touched alcohol because they want to brag. Yeah, can't say I've never touched alcohol. Oh, maybe I need another cup of coffee. You feel you missed out on drinking. I don't know that you missed out, Sarah. What? I was going to say, I mean, you obviously have strong feelings. You're feeling like you're struggling with heartbreak. And now you're feeling like you missed out because you didn't drink. Just go and kick some ass. Get a little better today. Get addicted to getting better. Get addicted to going to the gym or feeling good or going to church or going for walks or appreciating the little things. You know, it's funny for me to talk about faith, but I've leaned on that a lot over the last several years. You had a cup of coffee this morning. It was Folgers. Stank says you should get addicted to learning Chinese. Well, thank you, Samuel Ponce. Do I think it's worth trying one time? What, alcohol? Is it worth trying? I don't know anyone. Is alcohol worth trying? I don't know if it's worth trying. I wouldn't suggest you try it. You're probably better off never trying it. So I don't see any great reason for you to try alcohol. If you try it, the biggest risk is you might like it a lot, and you'll probably do it again soon. Randall says trying it will lead to not liking it or loving it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Your biggest risk is you'll love it. I mean, it'll give you a good feeling for a while, but that feeling's fleeting. Yeah. Well, she's not even having to stay strong for not drinking. She's not even really tempted to try. She has no reason to try. So it doesn't take any strength. Just keep going. But if you drink, it's not a huge deal. I wouldn't, you know, you're probably it's a slippery slope for a lot of us. It's not for Sarah, but a lot of us start drinking and don't really stop. 55 says storms are hitting. I'm kind of jealous. I love a good thunderstorm. Randall's dreaming the last day. I seem like a very boring guy. Well, thank you, Jake. I pride myself in my boringness. I think I'm exceptionally boring, but as long as you're exceptional about something, you're okay. Let's see. I'm gonna get a little more. Oh! I might even move my seat. Feeling a little warm in the sunlight. 55's bragging about her thunderstorm she's experiencing. I'm not totally sure I got enough sleep. Again, woke up around 6. What? Woke up around 6. Was freaked out because I was at a party and all they could talk about was the Bible. I was like, all right, guys, I get what you're saying. I think the Bible's pretty neat too, but can you talk about anything else? And the only thing that would come out is another Bible verse. I was freaked out. And I think one of the things I was listening to, they were talking about it being like the Word of God and how you should tape up verses to mirrors and windows and doors. And to me, that seemed a little excessive. Like if I walked into somebody's house and there were Bible verses taped up all over the place, I think they're kind of weird. You know? Yeah. Am I retired? I was thinking about it. No, I'm not retired. I don't want to retire. I was going to reach out to a buddy. He reached out to me yesterday. I hadn't talked to him in a while. He works hard. A good buddy of mine I went to college with. And he's 56 and he does well. But he works hard. And I was wondering if he's thought about retirement at all and what his thoughts were about it. I kind of think he is passionate or addicted to work in a positive way, and he works hard, he does well, he provides for his family, he's got a beautiful, beautiful family. I couldn't picture him being retired, what he'd fill his time with. And again, I was talking about to the Sarah earlier that we identify ourselves with certain things. And maybe that's not healthy. And even if we identify ourselves as a hard worker or somebody that exercises regularly, because that stuff, you know, when you retire and you are a hard working man or woman, what do? You know? I don't know. To me, that seems a little scary. Julie, I know you love being retired. But I don't know what I'd do. Just more coffee shows, drink more coffee, go to coffee shops. I mean, I went to 2 yesterday. After yoga, I stopped by one of my favorite coffee shops, and then I went grocery shopping, or before I went grocery shopping, I hit a Starbucks. Who knows? Oh, it's kind of nice being right here. Again, when I was getting my coffee, I was wondering if I'd slept enough. Wonder if when I'm done with this cup, after I eat my fruit, I can curl up in bed and drift back off to sleep for a little while. I get to go to work later today. It'll be good. I had the day off yesterday, and although I enjoyed the crap out of my day off, I really did. I've been working 2 jobs for the last several months, and I don't know if I left one or got fired on Sunday. I mean, I definitely left it. They didn't like the fact that I left it. I was scheduled for both of them on the same day. What was I to do? I had to choose. It was Kenny's choice. I think I made a wise choice. But either way, it feels kind of funny not working 6 days a week, having days off. But again, it felt good. It felt good. Let's see. Oh, hold on here. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Do I put cream or sugar in my coffee? No, I drink it black. Sarah loves how I said I get to. Well, Sarah, it's taken some work. I used to think I got to go to work, or I got to pick up my kids, or I gotta pay a bill, or I gotta do this and that. And I realized if you say you get to, it feels a lot better. So it's been practice. That's why I do my show. I've gotten my ass kicked a lot in life. And I've learned from my beatings, gotten wise. I talked about it the other day. If I could go back in time and if I graduated college, what I would do today. And when I graduated college back in 1990, I became a stockbroker. I wouldn't do that today. I think your plan for life is very clear when you're young, or at least you think it is. You think you know what you're supposed to do. You're going to go make a lot of money, and money's going to buy you happiness and get you a beautiful wife and fancy cars and a nice home. And you start pursuing all that stuff, but you don't find any joy from it. And I know for me, it left me feeling kind of empty a little bit. And I wonder, had I gone, if I could go back, and you can't. But again, just started dedicating myself towards faith and physical fitness and feeling good and helping others and picking up trash and shaking veterans' hands, and found a passion in that at a younger age. I guess, what do they say? The best time to plant a tree is 30 years ago. And the second best time to plant a tree is today. So instead of lamenting that I didn't start this path in 1990 or whatever, I should just be thankful that I did in 2019. Well, 55, it's kind of an obsession. 55 says, you love how I pick up trash. Sometimes I'll walk by something, and I won't. And I'll walk by, and I'll kind of debate with myself and think, wow, I should have picked that up and thrown that in the garbage. I mean, you have to also give yourself some grace or some freedom to not, because some days you'll be walking around and, I don't know, maybe it'll be a garbage day and it'll be a windy day and there'll be stuff blowing all over and you can't spend your life picking it up. But if you see something on the ground, you can make life a little better. I mean, it's kind of OCD. I see some stuff around the plants over there. I want to sweep it up and make it a little cleaner. I realize small changes over time, and you feel good when you know, if you make your bed, if you sweep your floors, if you vacuum, if you see a can blowing in the street, if you throw it in the garbage, I don't know, makes you feel better. Sophie does it at the beach. What area do I live in? Hey, way to go, Bob Ballard. He started a job last week. Wonder what you're doing, Bob. What advice do I have for a 30-year-old that thinks they're lost in life? I'll bet you 30 is a prime time to feel like you're lost in life. Because you gotta, if you went to college, you graduated college, you focused on your job, you put in several years, and you're going, okay, I just hit 30. Where'd the last 10 years of my life go? Do I feel awesome? Do I still want to be going out to the bars, chasing women? It's probably when you start wondering about life. So my advice to you would be to feel okay that you feel a little lost in life. I think a lot of people feel lost in life. And I don't know, is it part of growing up? Questioning, wondering, searching, finding things, losing things? I hate to keep falling back on faith because I'm not the holiest of the rollers, but I'll tell you what, the one thing that keeps me more grounded than, I don't want to say even than like family, is faith. And I never understood that. And I think I'm starting to. Because relationships come and go, and even loved ones. We lose loved ones from time to time. And if you put your value in material things or jobs or in identity like happily married father, you go through a divorce and it's really crushing. You got your first career, bought your house, finally got to a point of a real adult, and you're still growing. Well, Sarah, you're always still growing. Hopefully you'll always still be growing. And for me, and I don't know why, but I identify, and I don't really put a whole lot of value in financial health. I mean, maybe that's why I've been financially sick over the last few years. But either way, I don't know, I'm just kind of programmed that way. So I don't plan on retiring because I don't ever want to stop getting better or improving. And despite my volatile career that I've had, or careers that I've had, I can't imagine ever just going, okay, well, let's just mow the lawn or travel. Rebecca says you get it when you turn 33. Am I ready for the holidays? I mean, it's September. What holidays are you talking about? Halloween? Veterans Day? Thanksgiving? Christmas? New Year's? You mean ready, like have I done my Christmas shopping? Heck no. That would be weird. Am I ready, like emotionally? Well, I'm excited about fall. I look forward to snow. I'm wondering what it's going to look like out my window with big piles of snow coming down here in Wisconsin. I moved up here in February of last year, so I'd already missed most of winter. And I'm looking forward to my first full winter here in Wisconsin. I'm still scooter shopping every day. I don't really have the money to buy a scooter, but I sure want one. I look on Facebook Marketplace every day. I kind of flirt with the sellers. It must be annoying for them. But I really do want their bikes, and they do really want rid of them. So sometimes I'll reach out to one and go, look, it's too soon, but how's it run? It's beautiful. I used to have a Kimco. I used to have a Suzuki. I'd really love one. What am I going to do on Monday? I don't know. What am I going to do on Monday? It's Saturday. I don't even know what I'm going to do in an hour. My plan for this Saturday is wrap up my show with you, probably get a banana, get a peach, get an apple, eat some blueberries, maybe drift back off to sleep, probably FaceTime my two little ones, maybe either go to the gym or go to the farmer's market, and then I'll be going to work. So I guess I do have a plan for Saturday. It's all, except the work thing, somewhat in a state of flux. But what am I going to do on Monday? I don't know. 700 at Walmart, an e-bike that does 40 miles an hour called a Concord. Yeah, I don't want an e-bike. How is my life so flexible? It's Saturday morning. Because it's, I don't know, it's 7:30 on a Saturday. After the age of 50, you live in the moment, said Rebecca Marie. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? You start living in the moment more after the age of 50? Have I gotten better at job 2? Well, I mean, I worked at job 1 last Sunday. I think I'm pretty darn good at job 2 as well, by the way. I think I hold myself to a perfect standard, and I certainly offer a lot of value to any job I do, even if I consider myself not that good at it. Because I bring a positive energy and a smile to my place of work. And I think that's hard to replace. I think that's why job 1 was so upset when I said I had to leave. Because they knew they'd miss me. I ran into a woman I worked with the other day that I worked with at the first job, and she found out I'd left and was sad, and it was nice seeing her. Yeah. But anyway, Saturday morning, 7:32. Got some coffee in front of me, got some water in front of me, got some fruit got some bananas, apples, blueberries, and a peach tea. Got the farmer's market, I believe. I still don't see many cars out in the parking lot. I think there will be a farmer's market today. I hope they don't shut. I guess I don't really know what time. It must start at 8 o'clock. Can't be over for the year. That would be sad. There's still corn in the fields. The farmer's market can't be done. But I'm looking forward to my day. And I hope you're looking forward to your day as well. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful week. Hope you had a great night's sleep. Hope you're enjoying your coffee. You are feeling good. You are loving yourself. You are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.